can find them. You know, like, you guys, that's an X that you would find in Colorado. And it's right here in Maryland. That's the beginning of the woods right there. I don't know if you can hear the highway. I'm not far from 95. You can actually hear like a humming in the distance. Look. Because, look. Yeah, that's right, guys. They love. This is off 95, Route 95 South. This is in nowhere land, Colorado. Just a comparison because it looks very similar to me. They could be a little different, but fairly similar. They always have their backs to the rock or a tree or a connection. This is an old photo. This is apparently was like, I don't know the details exactly, but I just got a hold of the photo, and apparently, look at that. Look at the one way in the back. I think I zoom in on them. This has nothing to do with the video. I just like put a couple of these in the beginning. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. You guys, I think this is just domination of Maryland. I mean, I am so proud. Look, I knew about almost all of this, but I didn't know how to do it yet. I was waiting. I knew to wait. I just knew, and now it's like nothing for me. You know, it's amazing how our knowledge in this just grows. It doesn't seem like it during a day, but it's like every year. We're just so much further in this every year. You guys, please forgive my mic. It's not going to be perfect. It's not too bad, but it is annoying. So I'm aware of it. This might be the most important thing on a tree anyone's ever shown you on a YouTube video. Welcome. You guys, this is pretty much how ADD works. You do a video on Maryland, and then you post footage that has nothing to do with it. Well, I just wanted to show you this. I came across it. You guys, this is so special. This is Dinosaur National Monument. Okay, I know a little secret about here that they covered up. Should I tell you? Like recently. I don't think it's like, they don't care if I tell you that stuff, because I mean, I don't think too much, but they don't care because no one believes anything. They uncovered, you guys, it was an amazing thing. I was here, and then we're going to dive right into the woods of Maryland. Maryland is a mind blower. Okay, I just need to really emphasize to you, I don't do this isn't fun, you know what I mean? Like it is for me, but in a sense, but it's not for that. I do this in such a serious manner, and I cannot even begin to explain to you what's happening around in the forests of Northern Virginia and Maryland. Don't even get me started on the outskirts like West Virginia, and that was a given already, right? But I'm talking about where in busy places, Maryland has quite the forest. I was just telling Dave Thundercloud in a message, he was checking him, and I was like, man, all you gotta do is step off any highway. You could just step off a 95 in Maryland and walk in the woods. Now they're very good at kind of hiding it, so you'll see it as you go by as well. But really, they keep the best just out of sight. But you'll catch glimpses, especially in the wintertime, of their amazing situation. I mean, they do some unique, incredible things in Maryland. So I just want to overemphasize again just how special Maryland is. I have no ties to Maryland. I have good friends there, so I'm not bragging about it for any other reason except that it's that good. Here we go. I just wanted you to meet my son and my granddaughter real quick, because this is in the middle of Northern Virginia. This is a very wealthy town called McLean, Virginia, as some of you will know the town. my sister, they've moved just recently from this neighborhood, but the activity there I was blown away by. And I just wanted you to see my son and Tyler. This was, I mean, my Tyler and my granddaughter. This was 3 years ago, so they're all quite a bit older now. So real quick, let me just tell you this story. It's really, really interesting about this place. Okay, so I was out here. My petroglyph place is about 10 miles from here. Okay, where I have found my own petroglyphs. You guys, most of you know what has happened to me here. I hope to be out here soon. Now, all of a sudden, so I'm out here doing petroglyphs. I see there's like in the news. These archaeologists were here in Dinosaur National Monument, and they had discovered they put it all out in the news. They had found a dinosaur that was only 30,000 years old. Well, this is what they were dating it at. They were 100% confident that their date was very close. And now this is huge news. Now 30,000 years. I just want to clarify, it wasn't on the news. It was on, yeah, they posted it like on their website, and like, you know, it was on the internet. So where'd you learn that? On the internet. But this was legit. I did like a video on it. I remember driving home and I was showing it, and so a lot of my members and people will know. To us is a long time, right? But compared to, you know, they say what, hundreds of millions of years ago or something. So it's a good indication. Now here's the interesting part. Okay, so I'm reading all about it, and I'm like, what? I was actually here reading, like I was 10 miles away reading about it, and then I did it. You guys might remember because I talked about it in the video on the way home that day. Then I kind of forget about it for a little while. I didn't forget, but I didn't really come back to it. I come back to it. I find the link. That's why I went back to it. I'm like, let me check this again. Classified. It said classified. I took pictures. It broke on my hard drive. I went to go get them. It was on the other hard drive. Look how this is in the middle of nowhere. This was all Indians, you guys. This is all Indian grounds. Along this river is all petroglyphs. They covered it up. So these guys are out there thinking they're doing a great job. As soon as, you know, I think it could be as simple as not wanting to rewrite history books, but I think it also leads that there's deception. So I just want to tell you that. They found a dinosaur of recent times, which I consider 30,000 years recent for dinosaurs, and then they covered it up. Not the people that found it. I'm sure they are devastated. Okay, this is a lifelong achievement. This is something no one gets to achieve in their lifetime. And what happens? Satan shuts it down. Okay, so finally came out, right? My son.
I gotta wipe these off in your pants. Oh my gosh, you're getting my clothes muddy.
Say hi to YouTube, Todd.
Hi, YouTube.
He didn't even know he was on. Yes, look at this. Right at the end of the drive, I'm gonna show you where I am, okay? I couldn't believe this when I first, because this last year was like Again, please forgive my mic. You guys, sometimes, just look at this. Look at the leaner on the left, without me pointing it all out. Look at the leaner on the left. Behind it, look at the vine, the way it hugs that. I don't really see too many vines there in that forest. That is a distinct vine, right? The bend in the back. But sometimes with my imagination, it's more than a little bit. It's like, what are they doing here? It's almost like, you know, if they're here, you got to see where this really is. I mean, it looks almost like a forest. There's barely any forest here. But you can't see. It's amazing how they do this. It's like but what I kind of picture is, what if these guys are put in place to help us, to protect us? First real year I could go somewhere else and just be like, this is blatant, you know? It changes. That was not there. Everything there is upside down. I passed it, and I don't want to go through that mud again. There's a big puddle right there. Look at this. Brand new X, just like anywhere else, right? A beautiful X. It's a little shabby, yeah, but this is how they do it here. They can't be too blatant. Tridents, forks, everything that's leaned. Where's this? Where'd I see that? Oh, right there. Look. Field goal. You know, so you always have to add up the evidence. I'm not happy with just one. There's your third at the bottom. You see that you always have your third, and I'll bet you that goes out. I bet you go that way. It's part of their protection. Yeah, that's right, guys. They love. Just in case you're new and you don't understand that they have an alphabet and a system, you'll see that there's a trident, which in this case is a pitchfork, more or less, pointing right at them. I will never show you timestamps without their system. I'm so close to this highway. You know they're looking at me right now. Over here, I can just feel it. That's a great place to go that way, but it may take me a little far away. I want to go check out these roads. I mean, these structures by the road. Look. Because, look. Is this an accident? Absolutely not. Okay, it's a trident field gold floating in the air with a leaner on it. I just filmed Sasquatch with a trident pointing at him. So whatever this is the only thing this is us being fooled again. They're not trying to fool us. This is just their protection. But it's your brain not being intuitive enough to step outside of what you've been taught and just think for yourself. I really believe this is what God expects us to do in everything. Is to really be intuitive and look where you are, take a step back, and then just look at everything on your own. Never what a person has told you, even though I'm contradicting because I'm trying to tell you something, in a sense. But I'm also showing it to you. I'm not asking you to believe anything. I just show it to you. I mean, these people, millions of followers, they just talk because you're interested in hearing them. So would you rather have someone that can barely speak show you that knows everything, tell you everything? Or would you rather listen to someone that entertains you and is handsome and can speak perfectly but knows nothing? You would rather see him. That's why you'll always know nothing. And I'm not directing that to most of the people that will watch this video, just the few. So blatant to me.
We're saying Merry Christmas.
Look at that. That's cool. That's a good picture, Dave.
I like that. I'm glad you found that.
Yeah. Look at the bends. You can see. Look, so yeah. Like I was saying before, like you can look at that and it's pretty impressive. But it's always nice to look to the right or left and get back up. Look at my camera. See the bend? You can hear.
Oh, I'm all obsessed with it.
That's all right. What do you mean? Can't see anything? You don't have to see anything except their alphabet. See the bend? You can hear.
Oh, I'm all obsessed with it.
That's all right. What do you mean? You just look at the back. I'm looking at that bend right there.
Oh, check that out.
You know they did that. And look at the ground behind it. There's on the floor, on the ground. There's that dead piece of wood. It's a spot. That's cool.
Look, and you notice that bend goes around that. It's wrapped around that tree.
Yeah. That could be a right there. Could be a thumbnail.
That's so nice.
Look at that X. Look in the camera how nice that black. Look, it's black. See the camera? Look at that. You guys, right there. There's like 5 X's. It's a star structure, and I don't know how many X's. I told you we were going to find the best structure. I knew we were. That's probably the best one we're going to see back here. And what's it doing? It's on this side of all their stuff. Look, you can't get in there. Like, you got that there. See that stuff?
We gotta get in here, man. It's some right here. Really.
You know, they're so on us right now. It's crazy. We all 3 of us were standing down by that swamp, just standing there like zombies. And I looked at them like, why are we've been here for like a half an hour. Like, is it just me or is there something across the, I just feel like they're over there. Because you can't get over there. You just can't. Looks like an old pump house. I'm assuming it might have went up to that house at some point. If that's vandalism, so be it. Gotta leave my mark. Because how cool is that if someone sees that and they know who I am? Or like know my channel. Wow. Look at that. This is right below their world. So the main world is up there. There's no doubt about it. I found the main area here. So I'm very excited about it. Look, as you go up to it, X on the ground. Bend out front with the leaner right in the middle. It's the typical sign. Could this be one of them? Yes, based on that circle he's in, like the cave. It's a V tree. Think about what I've done with V trees and tridents. They trick us somehow, Okay? You're not supposed to be like, no, that's not it. Because I can't even say that. We don't know half the time. You got to go by the system. Okay? That's the system. My sticker's there. That's what I'm worried about. So it might be just be wood, and I don't think so. You guys, we film the same thing no matter where I go. I could go anywhere, and I'm going to film a V tree with a circle with a face in it. I'm behind the most decorated house. I don't think I'm going to show it in this video that you've ever seen by Sasquatch that's abandoned.
See this.
Normally, I'd probably skip this guy, but based on how good that was and where I am, you can see more eyes. And then what is next? What is next to him? An X.
You see that? That is not an accident.
Remember, their system, their alphabet. Never worry about whether your brain can process it. There's a trident on the ground. You guys, please forgive my microphone. I'm in shambles over here, okay? My furnace. That's a Trident X. And I just want to get a little closer to this. I think there is something going. There's no way if I caught those white dudes up in there that they're not in there. So I can promise you there's a lot going on there that camera and we probably can't see. And I'm sure timestamp people will be all over that. That is just insanity. This is the coolest spot ever. This is in Maryland. Now, I have to claim this is Dave's area. So I think I did a really good job here, though. I mean, you guys, I found their seats. I filmed them. I found their seats. They showed me everything. I'm freaking out right now because I'm just being brought back to this. Now, this clip is interesting because I'm still waiting for Dave, and I'm seeing all this stuff, and I go right up to the highway, but this is how I filmed that guy. I had to get through this. You'll see in a second. I have to get through this wall. I'm noticing these trees were definitely peeled out. This guy is such a rookie. So he's right. It's me, I know. They definitely pull them out. They're little guys. It's so they can go in this grass. You can see their spots. And that way if they ever have to run back, you can't see them go in. And if you do, you think it's a squirrel. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's no way wind could have peeled them out from all of the other ones, right? There's weird marks everywhere. It's not bears. This is Maryland on the side of 95. And then there's this wall, right? And I cannot get through. I finally find a way through, and then I film that guy. But I'm just kind of just showing you. I already showed you him, but there's more. There's an entire story to it. Trail I've seen. Other trails have seemed very wide. And there's definitely deer here because that's mostly what I'm seeing. I think I got a really good footprint back there. A couple of, and you could see where he was stepping. There's no way it was there's no way. I just want to show you the footprint because, I don't really like to see these either. It's like, okay, that could be anything, Mark. I'm totally with you, right? Except that I went and filmed a giant Sasquatch with a trident pointing at him through a wall right after this. So that's what makes this one interesting.
When he moved. Second one there, another one there, another one here, and it's been a little while. There's no doubt, and it's coming right out of their spot back there. That was a little bit of a relief getting away from that noise. Here's one thing you'll see here a lot. Bear with the noise, guys, look. How cool is that for me? I like the noise right now. It's I'm probably not going to hear anything, but maybe I will because of that. I don't know. I haven't found anything too unbelievable yet, but clearly structures everywhere. The amount of disturbances around those structures is a mind blower. Magical X's I saw were all on the by the car. We're all right at the road. Like, this is our woods. If you're coming in, use caution, basically. Right there. That's a beautiful structure. If you saw that with pine logs, you'd be more impressed. But you got to remember, it's just as cool. Okay. Let me really show you this. This is really, really cool. You see this? So you got your X on the ground. This goes up field goals where it was broken, okay?
I have no idea. It just looks weird on this incredible structure.
In Colorado, on those breaks right there, they love to put mushrooms. They'll put one mushroom in there. There's an X right there. This is amazing. Okay. Look at this. And then when I came out, there's all these leaners. Like, it's the pine trees too. See? Coming right out from that spot by the road. They probably are right in there somewhere. I'm telling you, they don't leave. You're just not we are just not seeing them because they're invisible. It's crazy. See how they bend that? Like, that was perfectly safe in there. Let's walk over there real quick. That looks like a footprint with toes right there. Doesn't it? That's a footprint right there. I think it could be a person. Someone had a four-wheeler back here. I see right here. That's a human. But some of them look, I'll tell you, I find a lot of footprints among other footprints. It's like that's when they don't care. They feel like they're covered by the other ones. Look at this deep stuff. Got to be careful, Maryland. You got ticks and you got poison ivy. Poisons everything, basically. Why is this little indicator out? And that's exactly what that is. Little guys up there or something. Give me a second.
No, just him and those weird logs looking leaf people.
That was a human footprint. Those first couple I found. Where someone was doing donuts maybe, but blatant. See, again, what are we doing? We're walking on an old trail that they want eventually. Remember, there's no rush with these guys. But they know by doing that, it won't be long before this doesn't exist, this trail. They just don't want this being used. And I see it over and over and over and over, no matter where I go. You'll see an overabundance of blockage on any trail that they don't want you walking up.
Listen to this rookie. It's amazing. So I think sometimes that is true. However, I really don't believe that they mind, especially people that, their heart's in this, walking up there. But what this does do is slow you down. So it gives them extra time just in case, because this is where a human can walk fast, right? You're going to move right through there. They could be like, hey, they could be like whispering to each other, forget for a second, and then there you are. And I think that's what half the sightings are sometimes. That this is why it is. You can go visit these guys anytime. They don't really want you rushing through there, and it probably reduces traffic.
Bend, and then look at like the trident type things growing off the top. Straight up, the branches are going straight up. I see that, and I did a video called Reservoir Bigfoot, and with one of the most amazing trees like that. But it was bent so long ago, and it had these perfect, beautiful trees growing out of it off the top of the bend, which to me was really cool. We see stuff like that. It's like natural. No, it's not natural. It's just that you've been seeing Sasquatch stuff your whole life.
I'll put this so I get to the other side of this fence thing. I'm actually a ways in now, and this is my approach to that guy. I want to show you one more clip. You can just see. It's crazy.
All right, we're really trying to get to the highways right there. Believe it or not, you guys, this is how you do it in Maryland. You get to places like this on the highway that are inaccessible, except for hiking through. Hold on, I got a message. Hiking way out of your way to get there, which no one would do. I wouldn't do it either. You wouldn't do it. Look. blatant X's. You can't penetrate that. That's what made it really interesting to me. And I thought I saw some kind of like a teepee thing going on over here, a small teepee thing. There's a, look at this trail that goes in here. Look at that. I'm so excited to be here in Maryland. Someone's been back here. There's a ribbon. It's about 5 years old, it looks like. These guys, you can be right near them. You guys, I know these are big Sasquatch because I've seen them here in my video. I didn't get a sighting, but they were on the power lines, like sitting invisible. You can see that. I have the pictures and the video, guys. I hope to make it to that spot. Look at that structure. That's a structure, I promise. You guys, that's one tree right there. That's amazing. And look, it ends as a fork. So it ends as a fork, and it's got another one that comes across. There's an upside down stick right there. A wishbone. To me, that's a structure right there. There's no doubt about it. Now, you know, the one thing about Maryland is some of these trees can kind of do that on their own a little bit as well. So it's not like I'm sitting here pointing out everything I think. Ow, mother. Look at that. Don't make fun of my socks. Hold on. This is not good. Ow. Man. Structure. Everything's funky, look. I like it. Whenever you hear birds like that, always be suspicious. Always. Over there. I just can't help to think that they know that and they're getting some visuals. Hey, look at this, Dave. Here's where they make a trident. I found another one. Look. It's they make it here. They make a.
Oh, I like it.
Look, there's not only one. There's another one up top. This is trident here. Look at this. Look. And then you got I think it's like a made trident with another trident at the top. That's how they do it here. Dogman.
Oh, the mega trident.
I don't know, you know, it could be a natural thing, but I'm thinking not really, because look around.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that anywhere around here.
It had to have been something. You got a new bag, JP?
Yeah,
That's nice.
bigger bag now, so I can have it.
Got this one pretty cheap. It was
4,000.
no, it was used because look at that. Every bend from every single side. goes in and meets and ties up in the middle. That is what people call the dogman. So when I say this is darker, look at that X. You see that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Look in the camera. Look at that X. That's how you know.
Yeah.
See that? Yeah, I just can't help. This is my common sense, but when it's clean and beautiful and there's perches all over and you have trails and it's set up for kids and you know, it's a different feeling. And then when you see this, spider webs everywhere, you know, it's a different situation. I just add in that they would kill you. It's not. I don't think. I'm just. But it, you know, it kind of goes with it. I mean, if you're with this craziness. Look at that. Look at the triples right there. Look at that.
I disagree completely with this guy. These guys are surrounding us. The evil is on the other side. I think they're here to protect us. That's why they surround all of us.
Anyone see any Bigfoots? See any Bigfoots yet?
No, nothing. I see nothing.
Actually, when I zoom, you can kind of tell how dark it is. They're probably scared of Dave. Ooh, look at this X. Yeah, some of these structures, you just gotta look at them, like, from different angles. Yeah, you gotta see it from this side. Look at that. You know it's legit. You just walked away from a perfectly symmetrical X. Actually, there's another one. We just walked right by it. Look. Right there. Right there. You see that X back over there?
Wow. Teepee.
We were right in front of it. Look at this, you guys. This is amazing. Forget my commentary today. I've been just enjoying being. This video is more of just been hanging out with these guys, and we were limited for time. So look, then you're walking. There's a sick X there, right there, and then look at that.
Yeah, I got this, but I got it from I didn't get this angle though. This is nice. I got this. I didn't see it.
Now it's pretty dark. It's just that my flashlight comes on automatic. Let's see if we can tell how dark it is when I zoom.
I know it's hard to tell, but this is why I was looking around, because I knew. Like, because I get this overwhelming, it's almost like if someone's staring at you when you were in high school or something in the back of your head starts getting hot. It's something similar. Like, I know certain times. I don't think every time. Remember, what's your confirmation? Even in the dark, you can see his trident. It goes way up over his head, too. Like a staff.
I mean, oh wow. How rare is this? Look at that. You see the arch X? It's a double arch. You see that? Yeah, right there. Look at that. We walked right past it. We were standing right next to it. I didn't even see the double. Look, and then it goes all the way down. That's amazing. The other humans. See this one? Look, where is it?
Right here?
No. It's almost impossible to see through this stuff. Look, right there. You see right there, and then it's the break, and then it has a fork, a tiny fork at the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
it almost like a star too.
It's an X.
Oh,
Look, check in the camera. Look how good. Look in the camera. It's dark, but that's that's an X.
Yep.
Sometimes you have to isolate it from the rest of the forest to the fork. The top.
Remember last year we got that big X, that huge one.
I got
They
some.
love
I got
that.
some big ones this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love that.
They all use the X's. I don't know why.
Hey, you did that with us.
It's a made up word for this, but it's like it doesn't mean that's not the definition
Right.
for law. But I mean we can make whatever name we want. You see that X right there?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, these.
So we're right on this stuff. I'm really hoping something happens. We're getting a little closer to the highway. I don't know if you can hear it yet, but we're about 3/4 of a mile to the highway. And it's really getting dark out here. I mean, you can see that's how dark it is. Okay, just that I have the light on. I zoomed out of the light. And you're seeing the sky, but if you don't have Look at that.
See, I've determined through extensive loss of my own personal life that that X is there so he can be there.
If you don't have a light back here, you can't see anything. Give me a second. Just in case.
It's nice, man.
Where's that flashlight?
Super flashlight? You got a better flashlight.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
That
I just-
JT right there.
yeah, let me see. I just want to be able to see the structure. I'm not filming too much because I think it'll bore people. I can't really show them that much. Just a little proof I was out here. Look at that thing, you got the double.
One's a laser.
So I'm just gonna jump for an extra clip to with Corey in Virginia. I mean, this was amazing. This was way out there. I'm not even gonna give you the details. It's somewhere. We had a good little trip, but we were getting eaten alive. And he's like, "Look down there." And I think I see them now, but I was getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. And I wasn't feeling it, and I didn't see anything really, but I think I might see them now. I'm just noticing this as I'm doing this little voiceover. I'm seeing two eyes on a system.
To the phones, it
Yeah.
could be like that.
Maybe.
If there's a disturbance, they run over, touch it, and it connects where everyone else is.
Well, whatever this is, in my opinion, is they're doing it too many times. If you look at all these split trees, look in front of you. Every single one of the clump trees, they've been weaved in there, like, so it's for a reason because there's too many of them. Look at this open spot. Look, how long has that rock been there? Not very long.
Would you have noticed there's a trident over it or a fork? That's part of their system. I didn't the first time.
Well, maybe 5 years. But still, in Sasquatch or, these guys' terms, that's not that long. Something put that there, right? The ground didn't come up. The ground goes higher. So all this compost, the leaves fall. There's no way so if a rock's on top, something put it there. It's as simple as that. At some point. Because it conducts the energy or something. Hey, I like this spot you found. I say we go up to this little ridge right here. What do you think? Let's go take a look. Because I see a nice X right there. You guys, this video is not supposed to blow your mind. We're just exploring. This is it's a learning experience for me. Just because Corey, maybe he has a different opinion, but I just can't help to think that this is the other things. I'm not seeing Bigfoot stuff. I'm seeing the same language.
Follow the tree down, and then it just opens up right there. Can you zoom down in there and tell me what you see?
What, where you're looking?
Right down through there.
Yeah. Oh, this one?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
right down there.
Yeah. You know what's funny is there's going to be timestamps. It's so hard to hold that. Did you hear that? Didn't everything just change for some reason? I'm not talking about the cloud.
No, yeah.
Like all of a sudden, something happened.
Did you not hear the rock throw
I heard something over there.
at your 11 o'clock, and now something's flanking back towards the trail?
Guys, I know they're all around us. I just know it. I want to know what. Shh. And how do they do it so quietly? Can they mask their sound too? I think yes. I don't know how. Technology. Like a little handheld, like something like this. He's like, watch this.
Another bone? No, that's a stick. Never mind.
That bone was interesting. Look at the X's. They're just. Why does he put an X right there? Like, what was the purpose of that X? Does he sit right there? Almost, you could picture it. Look how all the sticks are in a pile, and there's nothing under the X.
Nothing right there.
Because some of that's out of our thinking. You know, it's who knows how he sits there. He might float there. It might be a floating head. You know what I mean? I don't know how. Some of it's bizarre.